Hello everyone, my name is Cicero and welcome back to Imperial Splendour, where we are playing as Sweden. So, let's go ahead and jump into this battle. We will be fighting a fort battle, which is not my favorite kind of battle by far. But, nevertheless, we'll go ahead and see what we can do with it. So, this is a battle I probably could have auto-resolved, to be quite honest. But I want to see how effective the Swedish unit actually can be in melee. And to see if the fort battles are actually bearable, which I highly doubt that they are. Also, by the way, if you saw my last video, you know that I'm actually a little bit ill. But on the bright side, I'm not as ill as I was yesterday. That was a complete just disaster. Wasn't this supposed to be a fort battle? No, seriously, this was supposed to be a fort battle. It said enemy fortifications. If not, like, no? That would be weird if, like, the fort is hidden until the deployment is done. That would have been really effing weird. But right now it appears to not be a fort battle at all. Which actually I'm quite fine with, but I still want to see how effective the Swedish knife fighters can be. Anyway, we'll set up some cavalry to defend these artillery pieces, and that remains to be set up. I don't really know how big a firing arc they will have. But they should be able to reach that. Maybe push it slightly more forward, and just to be safe, deploy our infantry to the left of that. And same thing here. Let's go ahead and defend the artillery. And I know all that I will face is citizenry, as I like to call them, or citizenry for any normal player. But yeah. Let's start the battle and get it over with. So, all of you, plug bayonet. And did I forget anything? Yes, I forgot these guys. Yeah, these guys might route just down to the artillery firing. Also, this is definitely not a fort battle. So that's weird. Have they taken out fort battles in this mod? That would be awesome, because I absolutely hate fort battles, but it's still kind of weird. Yeah, obviously I missed something. Anyway, the armed citizenry are taking damage, but they're actually encouraged. Let's see after the second wave. Concerned. And they have every right to be. So, can I take a look at that firing arc? Just gonna slow this down to make it easier to follow. I actually do have the tracers here, so it is easier to actually see where the cannonballs go. And the firing arc appears to be... seems very reasonable. Yeah. Maybe I'll actually place them right behind my my line infantry soon. I don't know. We'll see what we'll do. But yeah, we don't really have any reason to delay this, do we? So let's speed it up. And you guys go after these guys, and you guys can just start biting into the flank. And actually what I think I'll do is just to stop the artillery, so I don't risk any unnecessary friendly fire. So, how are you doing against... Oh, to be honest, the unit you should be doing absolutely stunningly against. Oh, you are taking a lot of damage. I guess the muskets are slightly more accurate than I anticipated it to be from the citizenry. They might actually be decent this time around. Let's see, where are... There they are. And you guys, you are still not at that point yet. Let's go ahead and run you over there. Yeah, I'm gonna take kinda unnecessary casualties when it comes to my line infantry. But I guess it's worth it to gain ourselves some valuable experience. Also, do you have bayonets enabled? You don't. Why don't you? Or do they? No, they definitely don't. Or they have it enabled and it just doesn't show. That might also be the case there. Okay, the battle is definitely going in our favor. No real question about that. Let's see, what about you guys? You actually have bayonets enabled. Good job. Yeah, so I must have misclicked somewhere. And didn't actually enable what I thought I enabled. Anyway, you should try to be targeting these guys. And I guess I should try to have you go through and brutally murder these guys. But I think I'll do fine. Yeah, seeing that these guys are most likely to actually shoot their own men in the back, their own friends, so I don't really worry that much. And of course I could send in the cavalry to try to mop this up, but it's really not needed at all, seeing that this is a city battle and all the defenders will automatically die out. Anyway, speaking of dying out, pretty much all the enemy units have died out by this point. And they have done a lot of damage, but I think actually most of that is due to musket damage. Of course, it does do slight damage. A few of my men will die here, but that's nothing compared to how many they actually kill off. At least I hope so. Yeah, you can see the number definitely going down quicker for the other units. And that was definitely the nail in the coffin. Right. I can't see any other units. I guess these guys, but there they went as well. So, as easy as that, Moscow is ours. So, there's that. Also, I would say that if there's any faction that might be considered overpowered on the campaign map, I would say it's actually Sweden, and it's down to the simple fact that you get such a big technology advantage if you can actually use it properly, because you start with one university, like well, not every faction, but most factions do, and, well, school, but, you know, research center. So you can research like one technology at a time for a little bit of time, but what often ends up happening, as I said previously, is that you attack Russia, or Russia attacks you. Moscow is pretty much a pushover, so there we have one more university. Also, it's very, very likely that you get into a fight with Denmark after not too long. And what do you know? They have another school. So right out of the gate, well, pretty much a few turns after right out of the gate, you will have 3 universities under your control. And if you want, you can, let's see, which city was it? I think, yeah, Stavanger will actually grow to be... I can't remember how many turns that take, but I don't think it takes that long for it actually to grow big enough to where it can expand. So there's that. Anyway, send down these guys, and let's have one vessel block that off, so we don't have to worry about Danes crossing that channel. Of course, then they would have to declare war on me first, and I guess they have a strong enough navy. Or maybe not. Well, they have a navy that can pose a threat to my navy, but as far as I can tell right now, it's not really strong enough to do so. But we still have to keep an eye out for that. Also, I can build a 6th rate, and that's the best thing I can build right now. I can go down this route and research this to the Division of Labor and get a major fishery, which enables me to actually get a 5th rate, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I don't have any dry docks, I think. I don't think I have like any straight out dry docks. I guess I can build one, I think, there eventually, but yeah, it's eventually. I have to grow that out first. Anyway, we have conquered Russia, and I am building or rebuilding the drill school. Is that a good option, actually? Yeah, I guess I have to do it. Yeah, what usually ends up happening is you get stuck in, well, not really stuck, but it's definitely a cycle that keeps on going for a long time, and that is that, yeah, the rebellions, the endless rebellions. You get a rebellion, you beat it down, and then you get another rebellion, you beat it down, and you maybe get a 3rd, and maybe even a 4th, and you have to pretty much just sit there and wait for your army to be able to move, basically, because they have to keep Moscow under control. And when they can't, they have to beat down uprisings. Anyway, we have taken out the Russian capital, and pretty much the only other really worrying province is Kiev, which I have to worry about. And shouldn't Kiev be like more here? Nah, I'm probably wrong. Anyway, we can end the turn. We have definitely accomplished our mission. And let's see, what will Russians respond with? Probably workers on strike. Yeah, that's a good countermeasure to occupants, to occupiers. A letter of demands and workers on strike. Wow. Also, I definitely need to rebuild all of this, and I guess the thing that might be the most important thing right now is to rebuild the opera house. And, well, I guess everything is actually worth it to repair, seeing that devastation also goes into how happy or unhappy in this situation the populace is. Also, we want to replenish our men, but we don't have enough money. Well, let's do the best we can. So that's it for now, I think. Actually, I talked about this technology advantage and then just completely whiffed it and forgot to actually research anything. Let's go for this one. I have never actually researched this before because this is a new thing in Imperial Splendour. Well, it's an exclusive thing for Imperial Splendour. So that will give me access to loads of goody artillery. And I love artillery. So let's go for that. Also, we have a pretty nice income after conquering Russia. Well, not conquering Russia entirely, but you know what I mean. Sorry then, I just cut the recording a bit to not cough violently and pretty loudly into your ears. So I hope that was for the best. Anyway, yet another letter of demands from Moscow. And the workers' riots, and they damaged the weaver's cottage. That's not that one. That one? Huh. Well, obviously not that one. There we go. That cost way too much to repair. Lovely. Anyway, speaking of things having to be repaired... Oh, come on! I'm 3 gold away from being able to repair the governor's palace, which will give me 3 to repression and some tax income. So that is actually a pretty good thing to repair. Also, Landvern should pretty much be the Swedish Landwehr, so that will also give me access to militia, I think. Yeah, and it should be mentioned that I actually have access to quite a lot of nice artillery pieces, and I can also recruit more just straight out line infantry if I want to. But right now, I don't want to. Anyway, how much will it cost for you? 700. I guess I'll have to take that deal. And next turn we'll probably repair the governor's palace. And yeah, this is usually a lull period in between you capture Moscow and you're able to go ahead and capture more provinces. So this is perfectly normal. Might be a bit boring, but I guess that's the way it has to be. Anyway, we gained the ring bayonets, so we don't have to make our bayonets useless in order to... City besieged. Oh, well then. Calm down there, badass. Anyway, what was I saying? Completely forgot about it. Yeah, we don't have to plug our bayonets to make them useless in order to actually use a bayonet charge. Anyway, St. Petersburg was actually besieged there. That was interesting. And as I said we would get, we got rebellion in Moscow. In the Muscovy province, I guess is more precise. Anyway. Yeah, this that shouldn't be hard enough to defeat if they try to attack me directly, but they're most likely not going to try to attack me directly. When the AI notices that they really don't have that strong force, strong enough to actually go ahead and take down the main, the city in the province, the region capital, I guess, they usually go around and raid, and that is very, very fun. Extremely fun to use your money to have to repair everything all the time. Yeah, that's something I had to deal with way too much. Anyway, how's our army looking? It's actually Phylok am Schützenry. Great. Okay. So I might have to send my general over. Yeah, hopefully I will be able to beat one cavalry regiment with a general cavalry regiment and a bit of Schützenry. Because you saw in the previous fight, they actually do have acceptable accuracy. And if I can keep them apart and have them, well, keep them separate so that they are not both engaged with the cavalry, if the cavalry attacks, I should be able to take down the cavalry, and with the addition of some extra strong cavalry, hopefully that will happen. Of course, if he goes ahead and attack right now, the chances are a bit smaller, but still I think I should be able to win. Not a guarantee, but I should be able. Anyway, I think that's it for this turn. We don't want to leave. Well, we could leave and try to take them down. I guess we can do that. Yeah, because if we leave this, this will drop even further, but it doesn't really matter, does it? I can't see... Well, I can see a few, but I can't see, like, a major Russian army coming barreling down on us. Also, it might be enough to actually take the line infantry and not have to drag our artillery with us. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we'll leave the artillery behind if these guys try to flee. Which they did not. So let's go ahead and attack them and barrage them for a bit and then charge them probably and make them retreat. Well, hopefully completely annihilate them. So that is what I will be trying to do with my cavalry. I'll find the units that are routing and make sure that they either scatter or lose as many men as possible. Because I don't want this rebellion to keep its strength. Anyway, do we want to do this? Let's see. So what I want to try to do here is to do a little experiment. I just want to see how huge, well, how big the firing arcs are for the artillery. So I'll place them back here. That's actually on low ground, so that's definitely not a good thing. Let's keep them on like about the same ground, like these guys, and place one regiment in front of that, and have that be it, and see how they react to it. Well, see how they react to it. Well, let's see if they are hit or not. That's what I'm actually trying to say. Anyway, clear the other regiments, like that, and like that. And of course I won't have my general standing in the way. That would also be very, very silly. And then there's the cavalry. We'll place a group here and the other group over here. And as I said, these guys' job will mainly be to chase down routing units. Anyway, yeah, these guys might be completely annihilated by this battery. Should be the one which has the highest chance of actually hitting them. Anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, that was pretty conclusive. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the fact that they had cavalry, which can of course annihilate my artillery, which it probably will. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Okay, they are actually not going out my artillery, which is great. Just make sure that they're not... yeah, that they're not annihilating my own troops right there. Anyway, the squares are active. And the cavalry charge is therefore almost completely blunted. Oh yeah, that definitely didn't work. They routed pretty much immediately. Yeah, actually, I want to make sure that they keep routing, so go ahead and do that. Also, you guys go to the side as quickly as possible, so we don't take yet more hits right there. Also, you have more units than this. I know this. Is this the melee infantry? No, it's not. Well, let's give them a good beating nonetheless. Also, I think I said it already, but there should be more infantry here. Yeah, there we go. Found them. Okay, these guys they're shattered, but they're most likely going to return, seeing that they have most of their men still remaining. Oh well, I guess it has to be. Nice, we're doing a lot of great damage there. Let's go ahead and rush in and let the infantry do what they're best at. That seems like a good idea. Okay, those guys are shattered. Guess we have a new target for our cavalry. There we go. Go ahead and mop them up. And that didn't do... well, did it? Yes, it did actually. Okay, so if I actually charge through one of my own units, it will hurt. So now I know that. Okay then, that actually routed everything that mattered. So, let's see. Okay, I won't be able to catch these guys, so rather have the cavalry go ahead and actually chase units that they can't catch. So, you for them, you for them. Can't remember who I clicked you for, but go for these guys. And you guys go for those. And that's it, I think. Yep. Now all we have to do is sit back and enjoy the slaughter. And that's pretty much it. Well, apparently these guys are a bit trickier to actually kill off. Oh, one guy remaining. This poor guy. And there he goes down. And there. One remaining, and that was it. He goes down. That's a pretty satisfying result there. Unfortunately, I think the rebellion still lives on. But all that should remain are basically cavalry. Yeah, both the cavalry regiments survived, but what is cavalry going to do against the city? Well, if only it had a fort. Yeah, I don't have enough money to do anything, really. Oh, these guys are still replenishing. That's good. Yeah, 5 men equals 48 gold. So, it's expensive. It definitely is. 808 for 86 men? 84 men? So, yeah. That's very, very expensive. Anyway, I think this is enough for this part. In the next part, I will still try to get Moscow under control. And if I have enough money, I might go ahead and build this army even stronger. Because now it's really lacking. And take it and go ahead and attack Norway. And after that, maybe Denmark. That is like future plans. And if it goes on for quite a long time, eventually we'll go towards Ukraine. But as I said, we'll have to stabilize Muscovy first. And that will take a while. It definitely will take a while. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this part, where we conquered Moscow. And I think we pretty much blunted our Russian enemy. Anyway, as I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Like if you did, comment on it, what you thought about it, and subscribe to me if you're not already subscribed. That is it for now. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.